Path Media. I was a minimum wage movie theater usher that made good and became a top earner in my network marketing company. Now, after 16 plus years in the profession, I'm finally teaching myself how to leverage the internet with online marketing and social media marketing to continue to grow and expand my business. My name is Ronnie Cruz, and this is Path of the Network Marketer.
All right, welcome back to the show. Thanks for tuning in, and happy Thanksgiving to all my listeners who are in the United States. I am recording this. I know it's going to release the day after Thanksgiving, but I am recording this on Thanksgiving Day here in the U.S. A day that's normally reserved for spending time with family, friends, people that you care about, eating a lot of food, basically eating until you're comatose. That's Thanksgiving. Football. What else? Obviously the parade. My sister and I love the dog show that comes after the parade. So like lots of kind of just fun, relaxing, traditional activities that go on today. And I've definitely participated in those things. I also wanted to record this episode because I am a little behind and I did not want to miss a day, right? I was very much, my mission was to deliver a brand new episode for all of you every day, a fresh new episode published on the daily. And so I found myself, on like tomorrow, I would not have had an episode if I didn't record on Thanksgiving. And it's part of everything, like the busyness of this season, right? Like wherever you are in the world, we're coming into a very busy holiday season. And so it's kind of the need to find that balance between the work that we have to do for our businesses or whatever it is that we're trying to achieve. And well, I would define it as the reason why we're building things in the first place, right? The reason why we're on these roads and journeys of achievement, building businesses and things like that. The reason why we do those is so that we can spend more quality time with the people that we care about, right? Spend more quality time with our friends and our family. And so, finding that balance is really, really important because we can easily lose sight. And I'm very, very guilty of this, right? Like I don't know. I never thought myself as an overachiever until a few years ago when I was in a session with my acupuncturist, and she was like, "How long have you been an overachiever?" I was like, "What? I'd never even considered myself an overachiever." But I definitely since then I've noticed that I almost obsess about a specific goal or a specific target, or you know what I mean? Like I fixate on these things until I get it done, and a lot of times I sacrifice everything else to get there. And over the last couple of years, I've really had to just work on maintaining that balance because, a lot of the sacrifice comes, the sacrifice that sometimes gets made is sacrifice, obviously spending time with the people that I care about, which is the reason why I do what I do in the first place. And also sacrificing self, right? Sacrificing my own well-being, my own, health, my own mental health, especially. There's been a lot of conversations about burnout lately in the podcasting sphere, in marketing and business and personal development, and it's a pertinent and important conversation because we can become so driven to achieve an outcome, to achieve a result, that we forget why we're doing it in the first place. So my message for you today, especially given that it is the Thanksgiving holiday here in the U.S., is be kind. Do not forget to be kind, right? Be kind to others, right? Like share that kindness. I know the stress of life and the stress of achievement, the stress of working on trying to achieve a seemingly insurmountable goal can often translate into being less kind to others, right? Like stress translates in weird ways, and so just be mindful of that, right? Like as you're driving and pushing towards your goal, remember why you're doing it for and who you're doing it for, and to be kind to those individuals, and then of course be kind to yourself, right? Like give yourself grace. It's not always going to be perfect, and that's the thing, right? We're not working for perfect. We're working for progress. It was I was just watching a movie called The Equalizer with Denzel. I'm a huge Denzel Washington fan, but he had a movie called Equalizer, the first one that came out a handful of years ago, and it was actually a quote. One of the things he says to another character that he's mentoring is, we're not working for perfection, we're working for progress, and that's like, it's so true. And Denzel is great at mindset and personal development. Like, you can find a lot of his videos and his audios and his quotes, that, clips of him just giving some amazing advice, and that's really, that is as sound advice as you can get. Oftentimes we strive, we work tirelessly, ceaselessly, and it, like, we can get into this mindset that it's never good enough. We got to keep pushing. We got to keep working. Don't work yourself into the ground. Be kind to yourself. Give yourself grace, because perfect is unachievable, but progress is, right? Realize that whether or not you hit your mark today, because you've been working, because you've shown up, you have made progress, and not hitting your mark is not a sign of failure. It's just a sign of, you got to readjust, right? So just, yeah, whatever it is that you're trying to work on and that you're striving for, be kind to yourself along the way. It's okay to not hit the mark, because as long as you're working towards something, you're always going to make progress. So that's it. That's my message on this Thanksgiving Day. Excuse me. Be kind. Be kind to others and be kind to yourself. It's easy to work yourself into the ground, and in doing so, forget why you're working in the first place. So thanks for tuning in. We'll catch you tomorrow with a fresh new episode. Until then, be well, be safe. We'll see you in the next episode.